All right. Yeah, caught me out. I thought it normally goes for a bit longer than that. Hang on, I'm supposed to do the countdown thing. Hang on, I'll do that one.
Unlock the power of cryptocurrency with Orange Brick Road as your guide. The homepage provides an overview of our services, crypto education, consulting, trading, and more. Explore our comprehensive courses tailored for beginners to advanced crypto enthusiasts. Our team of experts offers personalized consulting across all aspects of crypto, including everything from how to purchase your very first crypto coin, the importance of security, reporting requirements, and the latest developments in the decentralized finance world. Join our thriving community, attend events, and network with like-minded individuals. Stay up to date with our blog covering the latest crypto trends and analysis. Get started today by enrolling in a course or booking a consultation. Navigate the crypto world with confidence. Orange Brick Road, your path to understanding.
Cool. How grown up's that, mate? That's pretty.
That looks very professional. I like it.
Almost looks like I know what I'm doing. It's all about appearances, isn't it, mate? All right. Well, welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a while since we did a live stream. The newsletter didn't go out because we had some tech issues, and I've been on that pretty much all day. It normally only takes me an hour and a half at the tops. I spent about 6 hours on it today, and yeah, got hold of the CRM hub people, and it's just been a nightmare. But anyways, we're just going to go through some news with the crypto market. I'm joined with Bisher from StormRake. How you going, Mr. Bish?
I'm doing well, my man. Good to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Cool. And for those that you don't know, StormRake is a brokering service that we use here at Orange Brick Road. They're a lot better than the centralized exchanges. Well, it doesn't take much to be better than centralized exchanges at the moment.
That's right.
Because it's getting worse. But basically, yeah. Right. So yeah, just give us a little sort of, I don't know, 10, 15 sort of second background of what you are and what you do, and then we'll just fly into some news.
Absolutely. We're a full service crypto broker. So you buy, sell, and swap crypto with us through a simple phone call or an email. I'll be your dedicated broker, holding you throughout the entire journey from literally getting onboarded to actually making the trade or withdrawal. We look after that whole life cycle for you, and that's what we provide.
Cool. That's right. Now, we do that regularly with you guys. I'm going to do that one with this one, with that one at Suzanne's. Okay, you should be, yep, you're on the side, I'm getting good at this tech stuff. Cool. So anyways, also you're doing the gold and precious metals as well, which is another feature that you guys are doing.
That's right. That's right. We've got the ability to serve, multiple asset classes now. We can do crypto and bullion. So you can buy physical precious metals such as gold and silver, and you can also get access to spot crypto, which is what we really specialize in. And, we advocate for buying as much Bitcoin as possible as part of your portfolio, but, having other assets in there, whether they be physical hedge assets or whether they be altcoins as well, we can look after that for you too.
Yeah, cool. And that's, yeah, a good point. We don't want to make this into a StormRake shilling session, but I think what you guys are doing is awesome. Like, instead of going on different dexes and exchanges to find unique coins or whatever, you guys just provide the full service. You just send a list of what they want, send them the money, and you guys find the best prices and buy it. Yes, so, yeah, I cannot talk enough. So how you find that is orangebrickroad.com.au under service tab, and you'll see broker. We've also got trading loans. We've got everything to do with crypto, basically, which you'll see on the home page. These are the companies we're associated with. Once again, this is not a shill session, but I just wanted to go through this. We also cover tax and superannuation, which is important, people, and real-world assets, scam, whatever you need in a crypto. Okay, we'll go into the bubbles. Look at the old Hex, mate.
There it is. It's running
up for the week.
all shit coins are flying.
I'll let Richard Hart know that, mate. No, yeah, I know Hex is very controversial.
The whole market is looking good. No, the whole market is looking really good right now, which is great.
Yeah, 100%, man. This is just the top 100, so you can see Hex is in the top 100 now, so which I'm pretty excited. Okay, what else is going on here? I know that Bonkers up, says Shib.
Nice.
Do you know much about Gala?
Just that it's got to do with gaming. That's the sector that it's in. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I haven't looked into it too much. Polkadot, I know a fair bit about. Phantoms always does good. But yeah, cool. So basically, there you go. Bit of red for the daily and the hourly. Bit of red. I think it's just a bit of a pullback and consolidation.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, for the month, we're doing really well. I mean, we still got to put it into hindsight. You know, we're doing really well year on year. So things are looking really strong at the moment, which is good to see.
Yeah, 100%. Now you can see that Hex is one for the year. I want to see that 45. I wonder if what Bitcoin is for the year.
Year to date, it's probably up about 50%. Oh no, that's year on. Yeah, year
last
on year
12 months.
is 147. About year to date, about 54%.
Yeah, well, might as well have a little cheeky look at the charts while we're here. We're on the weekly at the moment. You can see that
looking good, looking very good.
Hey, look at the all-time high. 74 thereabouts, sitting at 65. We're pretty bloody close, aren't we?
Talked about recently was look at that market structure. So zoom in on the weekly, and we've actually got our first set of higher high and higher low that we haven't seen in a little while. So previously we were setting lower highs and lower lows. And now, thanks to that spike flush out at the start of August, we've got a lower high now. And now we've got our first higher high being put out on the weekly, which is fantastic market structure. Whereas before we were in a bit of a downtrend, we've now reversed that structure, which is great.
Yeah, and pretty much from the 74 grand mark, it's just free skies, then, isn't it?
Price discovery at that stage,
Yeah, that's when it starts to explode a bit. So I kind of think I don't know what's happening there. Got a pop up. Yeah. So I mean, even Bitcoin's cranking, which is just great. I'll go to the daily. See what's happening on the daily. Okay, a little pullback a little bit. I'll probably just build back to about 65 thereabouts, and then I reckon it's off and running. So you might want to put like a little order in at 65 or just above 65.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we're going to get it probably and we're back above the 200-day moving average, which is great. So yeah, that's really strong signs. So buying support, which would be 65 or where the moving average currently is now, is probably a smart area to put your order in, and then just start smashing it.
Yeah, the moving average is about 63.5, 64.
Is that a 200? Is that a 200 MA?
No, geez, how do I find that out? I think it is. Normally I do that. Style inputs. What have I got? Length 20, visibility. Oh, yeah, I don't think that is 200 actually. I think that's a 20.
That's okay. All good.
Yeah, because normally I do the 10 and 20, then I have the 200 for some reason. I don't know what's happening with my charts at the moment.
All good. Yeah, but it's still good levels, still very attractive. I'm definitely a buyer at these levels. So, but then again, don't ask me because I'm buyer at all levels when it comes to Bitcoin. It's good. It's you got to when you know what you like and you know what you're in, then it becomes really easy to build positions around it. You know what I mean? You don't want to muck around too much and end up buying stuff that you don't know. Always buying the things you do understand is a really strong way of being successful and profitable, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I don't know, I kind of have the 80-20 rule, where it's 80% of my allocation, or it might be weekly, monthly, or whatever, will go into what I call like stables, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, I don't know, Solana, sort of the top ones. And then I have 20% where I'll gamble on that, and it'll be in the lower caps and the little. So if you lose, you lose. If a 10x is great, but I'm constantly buying Bitcoin.
Yeah, love that.
I'm always on the buy.
Love that approach.
Okay, now you've been you're going to be traveling all around Australia, mate, and you're jet setting. I know you just come back from Singapore, isn't it? Singapore?
Yes, Singapore, thanks to Token 2049, which was amazing. More on that later. But yeah, I'll be in Perth soon. So I love being on the west side. Home city for me is Subiaco, so that's where I was born and raised. Became a East Coast only in my younger days. But anyways, I'm back to Perth, so hopefully get to see the good people of Perth show out and get to learn about our new product facility where you can convert crypto to bullion and bullion to crypto with a simple phone call or an email. There's only a couple of providers in the globe that do such a service, and we're happy to be an Australian business that does it.
Yeah, cool. Now that's on the 4th of October. So yeah, so you'll be will obviously be catching up, but you've also going right across Australia, yeah, as well. You've got Sydney,
Yeah,
Melbourne.
that's right. Sydney, Brisbane, Perth, Melbourne, Adelaide. That's right.
Okay. Now, all of these links are in the description, by the way, too. So if you need to get tickets, I'd get in sooner rather than later. So basically, it just goes for 3 hours, but you have some other people that are talking as well, yeah?
That's right. I've got John Adams, who's an economist, founder of Adams Bullion. Sam Lowry, who's also co-founder of Adams Bullion. He's one of the best traders I've ever known. We've worked together over FX and back in the day, and then that's how we have a connection. And Tim, who's an alternative asset researcher. He heavily researches commodities and crypto in terms of how to put together a alternative asset portfolio. So for anybody who wants to come down and learn, okay, how to get out of the system and how not to be reliant upon in-system assets, then this is a great event to be in. And then that way you can become quite wealthy and also know how to preserve that wealth as well.
Yeah, getting out of the system, like, yeah, beat the reset. So all 4 of these guys are going to be talking, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. In Perth, we might only have 3, which is myself, Sam, and Tim. But that's guaranteed to have 3 of us there for sure.
Okay, well, you don't need the other 2. We've got you anyway, mate. You're the main event.
Appreciate that. But we'll get delivered. You're not going to be getting shortchanged. There'll at least be someone from StormRake, someone from Beat the Reset, and someone from Adams Bullion, guaranteed to be in your home city for sure.
Okay, and just on that, if they want to check out the dates and times and whatever for the other states, you just go to Eventbrite, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. So in that, where you can see underneath the Great Australian Roadshow, it's part of a collection. And if you click on that, it gives you the dates and the location for all of the events that we're going to be in. So you can click on that and it will feed you into all of the cities that we're going to be in.
Cool. And I've just put that in the description too. Just now. It should be coming up soon, so that's good. We've got the newsletter link in the description. We've got other stuff in the description as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, cool. All right. So yeah, 100%. I'm going to be there. You and I are catching up before and after, hopefully, depending on your time frame. I've got to get you on the card table at the casino. Show you how it's done, mate.
Put me on poker, and I'm pretty good. Everything else, I'm not that great.
Yeah, exactly, bro. That's the only thing I do in the casino. Otherwise, drink, obviously. But yeah, but you're not a drinker, so yeah, you can't join us. All right. So just going in on that, we've also got another meetup. It's actually in Perth. It's with the guys from Block Square, talking about real-world assets, which is the tokenization of real estate. Now, I spent a couple of hours with Julia yesterday, and she was talking about other things that they're going to tokenize. And when Julia starts talking, I mean, she's one of the most intelligent women or people I've ever met, and she's very German. So, you know, she's very, like, just on a different level. She was talking like the tokenization of wine, you know, the tokenization of farmland, the tokenizer, which is they're going to go into. So if you're interested in where real world assets are going, you can get the links in the description. You can get, it's a free event. I'm going to be there as well. And yeah, you'll get to meet the crew there. I think the best, I'm not going to go, there's Julia there. Hey, Julia. Yeah, so join us there. It's in the description. So yeah, it's going to be a good event. We've got a few reps that are happening there. Yeah, it's just what the way that she was talking about how they're using this as a model, like almost it's going to be a copy and paste for other real world assets, you know.
Yeah, awesome.
So I really think it's like an emerging sort of, yeah, and also the BST token's fantastic. There is a blog, actually I should bloody include that blog, on where to buy BST too. All this was supposed to be in the newsletter. They actually did up these blogs. Okay, no, it's got both of them there. All right, I'm going to put that in the description as well.
Nice.
Oh my God.
The easiest way to buy a BSD is through your crypto broker, StormRake.
Oh yeah. Very true. Very true. Because there was some issues with that. Like the last two in the description are the blogs about BST, where to buy it. And also probably the best person to contact obviously is here on our site under real world assets. I might include that in the description too as well. Yeah, well that was the point too, because I mean you had to go on DEXs because it wasn't listed on a lot of mainstream exchanges.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's even got a little video. I didn't even know that. It's on my website and I didn't even know that. All right, cool. Cool. Anyways, yeah, and that was another thing. Is like they can just call you and they can buy it. You don't have to worry about going on DEXs and different exchanges and that sort of stuff. It was actually really good for a lot of our clients.
Yeah, that's right. Nice and easy. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, because I mean, just as a crypto person, you'd know, and I'm pretty sure you're the same as well. With me, I'm on like 12, 14 different exchanges. You know, I use different DEXs.
It's too much for the average person, like especially when we're trying to make it seem user friendly and intuitive. You know, yes, you can learn all about that stuff, and I encourage you to do so. But in terms of when you're getting started, and even when you're, you know, up to speed in the crypto world, and you're just a busy professional, maybe running a business or raising a family, you just send the order to us, and we get the job done for you.
Yeah, and then it becomes your problem, which is what I like. You know.
Yeah, you pay me. You get paid based on the complexity of the problems that you solve. So that's I don't know where I read that, but somewhere good, I hope.
Well, it sounds legitimate anyway. and it always sounds more intelligent when you say I read that, as opposed to someone told me or I saw it on a podcast.
Or I just came up with it. Yeah.
I read it somewhere. I don't know. I read all the time. All right, you've just come back from Singapore, you big jet setter, and you caught up with Julia and Mitch as well.
Yeah,
I heard.
Got to see them there. It was great. Got to catch up with some of the BST team. Everybody was there, which was amazing. Look, my three big takeaways, and I hope I don't ruffle too many feathers when I say this. This
is a very controversial show on Orange Brick Road, mate. So ruffle away.
Yeah, so there's like three main use cases that that crypto has really come up with, which is Bitcoin, which is sovereign money, the ability to, you know, have your own wealth and true bearer asset in your possession, and that's what Bitcoin is, which is true money. And then you've got things like stable coins, which is, you know, payments and remittance. Huge problem that it's solved. A lot of people are on stables, and a lot of stablecoin infrastructure is being built. And then number three is the crypto casino, which is being able to have a punt on meme coins, anything really layer ones that can, you know, 10x, 20x, 50x on you. So those are the three things that I can see, because look, I'll be honest with you, 99% of the projects that I had seen when I was in token most likely won't be at the next one, right?
Yep.
And that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that in a condescending or like a way to that takes away from the space. We're move fast and break things is our approach, and we find use cases. But there was a lot of infrastructure and a lot of tokens and a lot of projects looking for a smaller and smaller amount of use cases. Like I had somebody coming up to me saying that he was tokenizing kebab chains in Europe. I'm like, mate, you know, like just it's a kebab. You know what I mean? Like you don't need to tokenize the kebab. Oh, we're going to tokenize loyalty points so you can be able to get a kebab wherever you. I'm like, come on, man. Like, let's be realistic here. That's not that's not a pain point that the everyday consumer is wanting, you know, to solve. What we need to solve is freedom, access to money, access to our own financial system. Those are real problems that are worth solving. But then these projects, they get access to a lot of capital. So, not to be pessimistic, it's actually really good to actually see the space thriving, growing. It was the biggest event that they ever had, the most amount of side events. There's always something happening. And I would say that 60-70% of the time, there is actual genuine problems being solved and genuine use cases being tested. Whereas, the other 30-40% of the time, it's just a nothing burger. But you know what? This is what our space is for. It's to bring ideas, and it's a marketplace of ideas. And we find out what works and what doesn't work very quickly. And I'm assuming that the incentives are going to get better as things go on, because there's a lot of venture capitalists out there who suck a lot of the value out of tokens and chains before they even hit the open market. And that's a bit of a problem as well, because a lot of the upside is now staying in private capital, whereas before the everyday person could do it. And that's why you've seen the proliferation of meme coins occur, is because that's the last bastion of freedom betting, essentially.
Yeah, the open market, basically.
Yes, correct.
But like, hypothetically, just a little bit of pushback on the kebab thing, and this might just be me thinking or whatever, is that the kebab franchise, whatever it is, could be raising revenue through tokenization to expand, to do more advertising, to buy products cheaper, to build more infrastructure and that sort of stuff, so it grows their business. Is that kind of where they were getting at, or is it just a flat out sort of a meme coin built on top?
Look, I'm not here to poo-poo people's ideas, right? And I'm not here to be a detractor. I'm a broker, right?
That's where I would see the use case is for the business to expand. It's almost like a VC funding round that you can do in crypto, but without VCs.
But does Mehmet from down the road need his kebab chain to have global tokenized revenues and all that kind of stuff? It's probably not the case. And it's not really, you're building a use case for that's not really there right now. So it's just about coming down to running good businesses, which has viable business models and
utility.
Genuine utility, genuine use case. And I would say over there was some really killer projects being built up and developed. Tokenization is a real thing. I'm not saying that tokenization itself is not necessary. It certainly is. But if you look at it, there'll be things like tokenizing the stock market absolutely makes sense, because for somebody who wants to trade Apple or BHB, why do they have to wait for market open? And why does somebody only get access to it if they have an Interactive Brokers account in the US? No, you should democratize it and put it on the chain and allow everybody to trade it.
Peer-to-peer.
Correct. So those are the kind of things that I saw that got me really excited. And I think that there's a lot of potential for this space. We're still an incredibly tiny asset class. All of crypto is smaller than Apple, for example, in terms of market cap. If I jump on to, let me just have a look here. I want to have a look at CoinGecko for a second. All of crypto right now is 2.3 trillion at the moment. Apple market cap, I'll give you a little look-see-loo, is 3.4 trillion. So we're definitely still a lot smaller than Apple is by a considerable margin. So don't feel like my inherent skepticism doesn't mean that there's a lot of growth in this space left to go. We can easily become, even Bitcoin itself could rival the market cap of gold one day, and that puts it at $15 trillion. So that's a 15x for Bitcoin, let alone the rest of the industry. So but what I always say is everybody is selling something, and then there's Bitcoin, right? So if you buy Bitcoin and then invest in some ideas, invest in some opportunities, just like you structured your portfolio, Brandon, you're going to get the most upside whilst managing your risk, which is super important in this space, to not get married to positions. People become maxis of some description. They become Bitcoin maxis, Ether maxis, whatever it is, hexagons, XRP army, hexagons, whatever they want to call themselves.
Link Marines,
Link Marines, that's another one. Don't get married to your position and become married to the coin that you're trading, right? It's just a way for you to expand your wealth. There are certainly some assets worth holding long term, but everything else I would put into a trading category. You know, you don't have to overdo it.
Yep, no, 100%, mate, 100%. Yeah, there was a couple of things that came out of that because Julia and Mitch just got back from the Singapore thing, and yeah, they met some interesting people. They met Vitalik, you know,
Nice.
and
Yeah.
they confirmed my belief that he's a complete alien. You know,
You have to be that guy.
Yeah, but they also met Anthony Scaramucci. He was there.
He was a character. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so they had a conversation with him. We're trying to line up a meeting with him to have a bit of a chat about what he might be able to help and do here in Australia. He sounds like a very interesting guy. All right, so just to throw back and to finish off, I just want to do the screen share again. We know that, no, that's not that one, it's this one. Okay, we've got this. You're going to come over. Also, people, click on that.
A loft hotel is where I'm going to be in Perth.
Yeah, cool. And that's where all the different events that will be in. Okay, so yeah, he's going to be traveling around doing his thing, and we've got the Block Square thing. If you're in Perth this weekend, join us. We shall be there. We're making it an alcohol-free event too.
Wow. Well, my event certainly has alcohol at it, so come and grab a few drinks.
Yeah, so it's be the first alcohol-free crypto event I've ever been to. So I don't know how that's going to end up. Probably nobody's going to turn up.
See how you go.
Brilliant, mate. All right, thank you very much for joining us, brother. I will see you in about a week, thereabouts, 6 days.
Sir.
Something like that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely. Less than 6 days. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Excellent, mate. Say hello to the family.
Take care, guys. Stay safe.
End screen.